Namaste to all dear warriors. Hope you are preparing well for the exams. So from my side, a small help to you all. I'm making a revision video relating to investments accounts. So investments accounts, generally investments are classified for the purpose of accounting purpose. Uh, One is interest on the basis of uh, what returns received, that is interest or income whatever they will receive. On the basis of that, fixed interest bearing securities or fixed income bearing securities we can call, and variable interest or income bearing securities. So in fixed income bearing securities we will find generally debentures, bonds, and government loans, etc., where whatever income we are going to receive is fixed, like 6% debentures or 10% debentures, 10% government loan, or some securities or bonds with some fixed percentage. Whatever value we will put on that in the investment, on the face value or nominal value, interest will be calculated. So let us see one question relating to it. With this you will understand better. So for the purpose of calculating or preparing investments accounts, one thing we need to remember this one, whether X interest or cum interest securities are given in the question. Okay, if cum interest securities are given, your purchase price or selling price will include what? Interest portion. So purchase price or sale price will include what? Interest. So we need to separate that so that we will get only cost or net sale value. If it is purchase, from the purchase price, if you exclude interest portion, cum interest portion I am saying about, not X, because in cum interest only interest will be included in the purchase price, not in X interest. So similarly selling price also include cum interest portion, so we need to exclude those one. If any brokerage is paid, to the purchase value we will add, to the sale value we will deduct. Okay, let us see one illustration relating to it. And in this problem we are going to see uh, when interest due date is on the closing date of books of accounts. If your interest due date is matching with the due date of books of accounts, suppose books of accounts are closing, books of accounts are closing on 31st March, okay, or 31st December, we need to see. If it is 31st December, say in this case, okay, and this is the closing of books of accounts, interest due dates we need to see. Interest generally will paid in 6 months period, so interest due dates we need to check. Suppose it is paid on June and December, okay, December 31st and June 30 are the date for payment of interest. So here payment date is on 31st December, payment date is on 31st December, which is equals to close of books of accounts. In this situation, how to do the problem we are going to discuss. In this situation, for the opening balance and closing balance, for the opening balance and closing balance there will not be any interest portion accrued. Okay, so opening value, if we are taking the investment value, on that interest we will not take any interest, accrued portion, due portion. Whereas if interest date is some other and books of accounts are closed on some other date, suppose interest date are same June and December, 31st December, June 30, but books of accounts are closing on March 31st. Okay, March 31st. So does they matching? In that situation, uh, opening and closing values will include the interest component if any value existing on the closing date and opening date. Okay, any investments are on the opening date and closing date, then interest we need to calculate, otherwise we should not. So hope you have understood till here. Let us see the problem now. So in the given problem they are saying on 1st January 6% 200 debentures of 100 rupees each in X Limited were held as investment by X Limited. X Limited is holding some investments of Y Limited. On 1st January, how much they are? 200 debentures are there of rupees 100 rupees each. This 100 rupees we will call as face value or nominal value we can call. We can call it as nominal value or face value. How many debentures? 200 debentures are there. At a cost of debentures is given 18,200. Okay, 18,200 is the cost, but nominal value is 200 into 100, 20,000 is the nominal value. Next they are saying interest is payable on 31st December. So interest is payable on 31st December. So due date of interest is on 31st December. Okay, this is one thing. Okay, after that let us see. On 1st April 2011, 4,000 of rupees 4,000 of such debentures were purchased by X Limited at rupees 98. What is your face value? 100 rupees, but they have purchased at 98. Here one point is missing. They have purchased at 98 come interest. Which interest? Make it as come interest basis. In the print mistake is there is. So come interest basis they have purchased how many? 4,000 rupees worth debentures at 98 rupees. Okay, no problem. Next, on 1st September 6,000 debentures were sold. Okay, at rupees 96 x interest. ओहो ये भी हुआ. Okay, on 1st September we have sold those debentures, okay, of rupees 6,000 nominal value at rupees 96 x interest they are saying. So come interest, x interest both are given in this question. On 1st December, please remember the dates. On 1st December 8,000 debentures were sold at 99 कम इंटरेस्ट बेसिस. आहा, देखिए एक एक्स इंटरेस्ट पे सेल करे, दूसरा कम इंटरेस्ट पे सेल करे. नेक्स्ट ऑन 31st December 2011 X Limited sold 10,000 debentures at rupees 95 x interest. Oh, super. So x interest sales are there, come interest sales are there, 3 times sale is there, 1 time purchase is there, and books are starting on 1st January, ending will be December. If we start on 1st January, that will be the scene generally. So let me first write one timeline here for this question. We'll have a timeline first, so that according to timeline we can arrange the things while solving the problem. So here I am making a timeline. This is the closing date. थोड़ा आगे कर लेंगे, ऑलरेडी वी रोट ना. So this is the closing date, 31st December date. As books of accounts start on 1st January, 1st January starting है. Then 1st April 1/4 we have purchased, so I'll write here 1/4 purchase. And one more thing we did on 1st September, so 1/9 there is a sale. 1st September it is, not 2nd September, my birthday. So 1st September they have sold. Next on, see, they are saying after 1st September one more date they are saying, 1st December 1/12 there is another sale, and 31st December closing date, 31st December another sale is there. Total 3 sales we did and 1 purchase, opening and closing we need to take care. So one by one we will do, आराम से करेंगे. If anyone feels थोड़ा slow जा रहे सर बोल के, just playback speed आप increase कर सकते, and you can increase the playback speed for your convenience. So let us see the investment account. Okay, investment account, 6% debentures of Y Limited in the books of X Limited, amount in rupees. Debit side, date, particulars, nominal value, interest, cost. Similarly, credit side also appears, date, particulars, nominal value, interest and cost. For the debentures, loan, fixed bearing, we will take nominal value, interest column and cost column. So what is given on 1st December, sorry, on 1st January 2011, 6% debentures of 6% 200 debentures of 100 rupees in Y Limited were held as investment by X Limited at a cost of 18,200. So we will write the same thing in investment account. Date column, 1st January 2011. To balance, as these are opening balance already held, to balance brought down, that is 200 into 100, 20,000. Interest we will not get any interest, since interest due date is on 31st December and books of accounts are closing on 31st December. So whatever interest was there for 2010 already paid, so nothing is due for that period. Similarly, cost is given 18,200, so we have taken 18,200. Okay, one thing is over. Next, on 1st April 2011, 4,000 of rupees 4,000 of such debentures were purchased at by X Limited at 98. I said these are of come interest. Somehow in the question there was a print mistake, so make the correction. X Limited purchased at rupees 98 of come into come interest. So let us see the working note relating to purchase of investments on 1st April. So we will go for the working note 1. Here we are having working note 1. Cost of purchase of 4,000 debentures on 1st April 2011 at rupees 98 cum interest basis. Particulars, amount. Okay, these are the every time. So purchase value 4,000 into 98 divided by 100. Why we have taken 98? Because we have purchased at 98 and face value of debentures is given in the question is 100. So 98 divided by 100, we will get 3,920 as the value. In this there is cum interest, so purchase value excludes the cum interest portion. So what is the total value? 4,000 is the total value. What is the rate of interest? 6% into 6%. Okay, if you do 6%, you will get how much? 240 rupees. But when we are purchasing on 1st April, okay, when books of account started? January. Last time it is paid on December. So January, February, March. उसके बाद April month first date. So we need to consider January, February and March, 3 months. So 3 by 12 we will take, it will become 60 rupees. So if you exclude the 60 rupees from 3,920, you will get cost of debentures as 3,860. This will be shown in the investment account debit side. As it is investment account is asset account, so debit side of investment account we will show this one. So 1st April to bank 400, interest column 60, nominal value 4,000 and cost column 3,860, which we have taken from the working note 1. Okay, if you want to write you can write here WN1, लिखे तो अच्छा लगेगा. Right, one thing is over, purchase of investments. Immediately what happened? Let us see the question. In the question they are saying on 1st September, okay, on 1st September 2011, 6,000 debentures were sold at 96x interest. So out of these 20,000 debentures we are having, we are going to sell how much? 6,000. So purchase आया तो डेबिट साइड में लिखे, सेल कहाँ पे लिखना? क्रेडिट साइड में. So by 1st September by bank 6,000 nominal value, remaining we will take from the working note. Let us go to the working note once and see what is the working note says. So when you are selling, whenever we will sell something, either at profit, consider the same. Calculation of loss on investment. Calculation of profit or loss on sale of investment. There are 3 sales, so simultaneously side by side. First we will see the first one. Particulars 1st September. Particulars 1st September 2011. Sale value or sale price. At what rate we are selling? 96. Having value 100. So total 6,000 into 96 divided by 100. You will get how much? 5,760. Is there any cum interest? No, they said these are of X interest. So less cum interest as nil. So net sale value after cum interest will become 5,760. Cost of debentures. Cost of debentures. We are treating these debentures are sold from the original holding, as question is silent about this one. So we are assuming that we are following FIFO method. So original holding we are having 20,000, costing 18,200. These are for 200 units. So let us take for per unit value. How you will get total cost is, sorry, total cost is 18,200. So 18,200 divided by 200, per unit it will be 91. Purchase price per unit or per debenture is 91. So we are going to sell 6,000 debenture rupees, 6,000 of nominal value, 81 purchase price divided by 100, that is the face value. So we will get 5,460 as the cost of debentures. Take out your calculators and check the values. So from 5,760, if we deduct 5,460, there will be profit of 300. So till here hope you have understood. Next we need to see X interest component. So on the sale date there is an X interest which is not included in the sale price. इसमें include नहीं है. Separately we are having this value. So separately interest component how to calculate. Total value which we are selling is 6,000. On that 6% interest. How many months we have held those? We have held till September 1st. So January, February, March, January, February, March, April, May, June, till August we are having. So January to August 12 for the purpose of this calculation. So to February, March, April, May, June, July 7, August 8. So 8 by 12 we have taken. It will be around 240 rupees. So let us see these things in the investment account. We need to take net sale value, this one, and this profit will be goes to the debit side along with the interest. So let us write the investment account, these values in the investment account. First sale transaction, and we are going to see. So on 1st September by bank, credit side we are going to write 1st September by bank 6,000 nominal value column, 240 interest and sale value 5,760. On this transaction we have got a profit. So 2 PN debit side 1st September to profit and loss account 300 rupees. This is from working note. This is there from working note 2. So working note 2 you can write here. Here also you can mention WN2, working note 2. Okay. So let us see the next transaction what is given in the question. Next they are saying, let us see what they are saying. After the first transaction, next transaction is on here. On 1st December 2011, 8 debentures were sold at ₹99. Some interest So on 1st December 8,000 debentures were sold at rupees 99 come interest. So we have completed this one and September. Now 1st December we need to complete. Okay, let us see the working note first. On the 1st December what happened? Okay, here is the working note 2. So again we have sold. So for the sales I have made 3 columns for 3 dates. So sale value 8,000 is the nominal value of in rupees of 8,000. We are selling at 99 divided by face value 100. So 7,920. On this come interest portion is there. So 8,000 into 6%, and when we are selling in December, we are selling 1st December. So out of 12 months, 1st December means December month we should not take, so 11 months we will take divided by 12. So 8,000 into 6% into 11 divided by 12, we are getting interest as 440 rupees. So from the sale value 7,920, if we deduct 440 come interest, which will be shown in the income column or interest column, net sale value will become 7,480. And cost of debentures is 91 rupees per ring. So 91 is the sale price of debenture which we are selling. 8,000 into 91 divided by 100, debentures 91 rupees per debenture. 91 is the purchase price of each debenture. So 8,000 worth we are selling. So 8,000 into 91 divided by 100, we will get the value as 7,280. Okay, sale value, net sale value is how much? 7,480, and cost is 7,280. If you deduct these two, you will get profit of 200. This will be transferred to P&L account. Okay, so let us see this portion in the investment account also. Okay, net sale value we need to consider by 31st December. Bank So on 1st December, credit side, by bank 8,000 is the nominal value, 440 rupees interest, and a net sale value 7,480. This will come on the credit side. On the sale of these investments, there is a profit of 200 that will come on the debit side. So on the debit side, 1st December to P&L account, direct cost column 200 rupees profit. These have been stated in working note 2 only in the additional column. Okay, so another sale is also over. Last, on 31st December something has happened. Okay, out of, see here you can see total we are having 20,000 at the beginning. From that, uh, from 20,000 at the beginning, first we have sold 6,000, so 14,000 will remain. Okay, out of 14,000 how much we have sold? We sold 8,000. So 20,000 minus 6 plus 8, 14,000 remaining are how much? Remaining are of 6,000 plus this 400, total 10,000. Those 10,000 have been sold in the lastly, that is been given in the question. Okay, on 31st December remaining part of the debentures are also sold. It is given here in the question. So we need to break the question transaction wise and solve the answer. थोड़ा थोड़ा करके पूरा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर लेना. So let us see one by one. See here in the question given, on 31st December 2011 X Limited sold 10,000 debentures at 95 X interest. These are not come interest. So let us go to the working note, third column of working note, that is here, that is sale of investments on 31st December. 10,000 value we are selling. How much value we are selling? 10,000. So let us take the 10,000 into, at what rate we are selling? 95, face value 100. So 10,000 into 95 divided by 100, 9,500 is the sale value. These are X interest, so there is no come interest, so net sale value is 9,500. But we need to calculate the cost of debentures. As I said, originally we were having 20,000 debentures. Out of that, first we have sold 6,000. Okay, then after that, if we sell 6,000 we will be having 14,000. Okay, out of 14,000 also you have sold 8,000. We are assuming that first sale will first we are selling from the original opening balance. So how much remaining? 6,000 remaining, plus additionally purchased 4,000. Total 10,000 we are having, 10,000. So so 10,000 we are having, this 10,000 we are going to sell now. So from opening we are having 6,000, current year purchase 4,000. Two lots are there for this sale purpose. So cost of these debentures we will take for 6,000. 6,000 units we need to take 91 divided by 100, 5,460, and remaining are from the current year purchase, that is 3,860. So 5,460 plus 3,860. Sir, how 3,860 you have taken? Let us see here itself in the working note 1. current year purchased value is 3,800. So this current year purchased 4,000 we are selling. We are having in 20,000 at 91 rupees. Both together we are selling. You have understood till here. So originally from the opening 6,000 into 91 divided by 100, this is 5,460, and current year purchased value is 3,860. If you add both we will get 9,320 as cost of debentures for 10,000. So profit or loss on sale of these units will be 5,000, sorry, 9,500 minus 9,320. 180 rupees is the profit. 180 rupees is the interest portion. Eccentric months we are having, that we need to consider. Okay, 10,000 into 6%. 1 by need to consider. These debenture were held for only 1 month, I think. We need to consider 10,000 into 6%. Okay, so interest is due on 31st December. So on 31st December we are going to get first, before to consider sell the securities to someone else. So here X interest 600 is the interest. So let us see these things in the first. We will receive the interest. So 31st December, by 31st December by 31st December by 31st December by bank. Okay, credit side 31st December by bank. 10,000 is the value of debentures we are selling from the whatever debentures we are having. So on that we will get interest at 6%, 600 rupees, because On 31st December is the due date. On due date you will receive full 12 months interest. So by sale value 9500, which we have seen just now, and profit on this sale of this investment, debit side 31st December to P&L account 180, which is there in the working note. So here first we will end the cost column first. So cost column first we need to complete. So 5760 plus 7480 plus 9500, total 22740. And debit side we are having 18200, 3000, 860, 300 profit, and again another 300 profit. Lastly working note 2 only, last column if you see, a 180 rupees profit is there. Total will become 22,040. As both debit side and credit side are same, there is no profit no loss on this. Already profit we have accounted this 180 rupees on the last sale. Next interest we need to calculate. For that first we need to calculate the credit side. 240 plus 440, 680, 680 plus 600, 1280 minus interest 60 rupees debited at the time of purchase. So 31st December to P&L account, amount to be transferred from the interest is 1220. So debit side credit side matches. 24,000 nominal value is also matching. There is nothing left over in this account since everything whatever we are having were sold on 31st December. So here we end the investment account. Okay. Due date is, we will get 6 months interest fully, not 6 months interest. So total 12 months interest we will receive on this we are having. Okay, so 20,400 minus 8,000, 6,000, total 14,000 already sold out of 24,000. How much? 10,000. On this 10,000 we will get 12 months interest. How much? How many months interest? 12 months interest we will get, that is 6%. Okay, करें उसके लिए आपने इंटरेस्ट भी पे करे ना 60. The total 12 months, not only for the month of from April. Okay, before this, for that purpose also we have paid to the, at the time of purchase we have paid the interest also. So here I am ending the video. If any doubts, uh, and I'll try to post the answer of the this question also in the description of the video. You can find it from there, and nothing more. सीखना बन तो जीतना बन, सीखते रहो जीतने के लिए। जय हिंद।